welcome to HSK 3 Week 2 Review. So we're just going to run down through the grammar points that we've learned this week. For most of them, I'll give an example. So we did a review of telling time. I won't go over all that. We talked about 以前, 以后, 的时候, where to place time. We did a little review of telling time like a clock, 几点, 几分, and that kind of thing. So I won't review all that. That's a big chunk of stuff. One new thing was that 时, it can replace 的时候. It's just a shortened and somewhat more formal version of 的时候. An example of that would be 我睡觉时一直做梦. 我睡觉时 when I sleep. 我睡觉时一直睡觉. 不是一直做梦. 一直 means continuously. 做梦 dream. Then we talked about 刚才. It's a time phrase that means just now or moments ago. And an example of that could be 我刚才想说出来但是不敢. 我刚才 I just now wanted to speak it out or open my mouth, but I didn't have the guts. 我不敢. 我刚才想说出来但是不敢. Then we have 又 to say again in the past. 我们又见面了. We've met again. We see each other again. This is 我们又见面了. I would sometimes hear that on the street if I saw somebody, even a stranger. I saw someone, and then an hour later ran into the same person again. They might just say 又见面了. We see each other again. And then there was yìbiān. One side over here, one side over there, talking about simultaneous actions. For example, 他总是一边看电视一边做作业. 他总是 what's 总是 always. He always. 他总是一边 on one side 看电视 watch TV 一边做作业 do homework. Then we talked about sequencing actions 现在. So 我先咱们先去买东西.咱们先去 first go and buy something. 再去吃饭 and then go eat. Let's first go buy stuff and then go eat. And then we have sequencing past actions. 现在 can be really any time. 现在 is just about saying the order of events, not about when they happened at all. 后来 is used when you have two past events. So we have something like, let's see what my notes say. 我在美国学了2年中文，后来在中国还学了几年. This is a true statement about me. 我在美国 I in America 学了 studied 2年中文. So you could study that phrase for duration. So 我在美国学了 what did I study? 2年 2 years 中文 Chinese. For me it wasn't 2 years, it was actually 3 years, I think. 后来在中国还学了几年. 后来 afterward in China also studied several years. So 后来 is used at the beginning of the second phrase to say afterward, later. Then we talked about 终于 meaning finally. It usually comes after the subject, before the verb. Sometimes it can go at the beginning of the sentence. Like 你终于到了. You're finally here. 你终于到了. Then we talked about, on my little board here, 3 different ways to say always. We have 总是, which is the most generic. It can be used for positive, negative, or neutral. 老是, which is used for negative things, like a complaining thing. You always do this, or that kind of thing. And then we have 一直, which means all along or continuously. And they all go right after the subject, or, between the subject and the verb, usually right before the verb. Okay, so you made it through HSK 3 week 2. Congratulations. Keep up the good work. I know it can be really hard doing your exercises, doing the brain work. With the exercises, don't worry about being a perfectionist. Just try to practice the point. If the sentence has mistakes in it or whatever, it doesn't matter that much. The point is to make you think and to try to grasp the meaning of the main points. You're doing great. Keep it up.